Hey y'all, this is LaTrice, Verrett, the Solestress.
Hi, I'm Lynnette Khalfani-Cox, the money coach.
And today we're going to come to you with the back to school overscheduling for our children. I know we're still in the summertime, so we're probably not thinking about everything that's going to start happening in the end of August and beginning of September. But I know that what we came out of last year with the scheduling, we have 4 children, you have 3 children. And it has really become almost inundating, with looking at all of their different things, from instruments to sports to this to that. I just remember being a kid, all I did is came home from school, did my homework, and then we went outside to play. I mean, now it just seems like there's so much to do with children, and it's so expensive. And my thought process is, when I talk to my friends and we have this conversation, I say, find out what they want to do really. Pick one thing and make that it. Because they're going to be well-rounded children as this. I mean, look, we turned out fine, and we weren't over-scheduled.
Right.
I mean, with every moment of the day, and then they're racing to do their homework, and then they're, not getting enough sleep. It's just not healthy.
Right. And, I was laughing as I was sitting there listening to you, because I think we're almost like the opposite. I don't know if we're like, the lazy parents of the town or what, but I'm so serious. We do not schedule our kids. Yeah. I mean, it has to be something that, okay, we know they want to do. We know that we have the time to get them on there, to get them to the activity. And we try to limit it. My oldest daughter, who's now going to be a sophomore in high school, she is probably the one who has the most amount of activities. And mainly that's because she volunteers at school. She does the plays every year in school, etc. But, I mean, my son, we've taken him to, he likes his soccer, of course. He has had swimming classes. He's been asking to do more sports, and he wants to play football, and, I'm still kind of chewing over that one. But, and then, our little one, who's going into 1st grade, she's had ballet classes and, little things that she's done, swimming classes, etc. But I do know so many people around here who have literally, the kids are back to back. I mean, they get out of school at 3 o'clock and they're doing something until 6, or on the weekends, every Saturday and every Sunday. That's just not our lifestyle. We just don't do that. I don't know. Again,
well,
we're lazy parents. I don't know.
It's not even about you being lazy at that point. I just know that when I was home, because I used to be that stay-at-home mom who was running them around. I had my little things together, what they were doing each day, and I was running them from place to place, and it didn't bother me as much. I never realized that they were doing so much until my husband took that role over. Because now I'm commuting into Connecticut every day. I don't have the time to run them around. So he, with his flexibility, is the one that's running them around. And sometimes I talk to him after school.
And he is exhausted.
And I said, for me, it was a natural, because I have my little schedule about doing things. Yeah. But boy, he was toe up. So I said, baby.
And now, but when you're coming home from Connecticut from work, now you're done. You're whipped up.
But you know what, though? Now I see that, with what he does, I know that we have to pare it down.
Right.
When I get back into the groove, which is coming soon, hey, when I get back into the groove with taking care of the kids and taking them around, I find joy, in transporting them from place to place. However, it will be a targeted joy in the transport now. They don't have to have their hands in absolutely everything. I think the reason that people put their kids into so many things is because they're trying to find out, what the kids like, or they feel like they have that guilt complex because the Joneses next door have their kids in karate and voice and
I'm sorry, I'm just not doing that. Let's address that for a minute, because everybody else is doing it. The kids might ask for certain things, or maybe we feel as parents, well, okay, I see my next door neighbor has karate or ballet or tennis lessons or golf or whatever else, And like you said, a lot of these things are expensive, and it's not a matter that, I don't want to do it because it's the cost factor. Some of it is just lifestyle. My husband and I are entrepreneurs. We have kids in 3 different levels: high school, middle school, and elementary school, and I'm not willing to be run ragged all over town, the next town over, and but I do think that sometimes there is a little bit of peer pressure.
Oh, without a doubt.
Dare I say? That a lot of us, especially as moms and as women, we're frequently the ones who are shuttling the kids all around.
And I think the peer pressure comes from the parents. Not necessarily from the kids.
Yeah.
The kids are like, I could sit at home and, do my homework and go outside. That would be cool. Yeah. But I think it's from the parents saying, well, you know what? Tommy next door is doing this and this and this, so you guys have to do this and this. It's not about that.
And I have had parents ask me, what do you have your kids in? What is your daughter doing this summer? Or what are they? And I'm like, no, nothing. Like this summer, for example, I've had many people ask me, are your kids in camp? And I'm like, no. Those kids got to go to Mexico for 3 weeks. That was their summer vacation, as far as I'm concerned. They better be happy.
grandma's in Vegas, okay?
Exactly.
They are chilling at
Exactly.
camp at grandma's. But you know what? The thing that we need to really think about is this going to benefit the kids in the long run?
Right.
You know, what's the real target that we're doing?
Right.
Now, as far as lacrosse is concerned, they are in lacrosse because lacrosse, my daughter wants to be a vet. She wants to go to Cornell in Columbia. Honey, that's scholarship. She's a Brown goalie, so lacrosse is about to pay some money.
Okay.
So that's a good thing.
Strategic. Yeah.
So we're doing strategic placement.
Right.
And we're doing what they are sincerely asking for. They want guitar lessons, all of them. They're going to get guitar lessons, and they're going to get one other thing, and that's it.
Right.
With 4 kids, we've got to pare it down.
Right.
So
exactly. You can't
that's where it is.
with it.
Exactly.
And I guess, you know, for me, the main point that I would make is with regard to overscheduling is, you know, I would like to see us as a nation, as a community, you know, some people as families get back to some of that kind of old school, old time, very simple pleasures. A lot of times we're trying to get our kids, like, go outside, go in the backyard,
oh my
go
gosh.
play, go.
They don't know what going to play is anymore.
Yeah, just go play, and I don't mean play on the DS, or play on your iPod or on your iPad. Just go outside and enjoy the simple pleasures.
Correct.
And some of that can take care of this whole issue of being overscheduled. You don't need to have so many activities. My husband's always trying to get me to pare it back because I'm always like trying to give my kids the gift and the experience of travel. And he was like, oh, we can travel, we can drive from New Jersey to Pennsylvania, we can go to
Baltimore in the harbor.
You know, and I'm always thinking, okay, my daughter said she wants to go to Europe, so what's next? But you know what? It is a sane and a practical and a good thing to get back to some of the basics. You know, people traveled in the summertime. They drove, like you said, down south to grandmother's house or whatever, or wherever, and it was a very simple way to show your kids a great time and to keep it at a family level without overscheduling them, without driving yourself into the poorhouse, and without showing the kids, you know, that, you know, life can be just good even with these very simple, basic things.
Can I add something though?
Yes.
You know, they say camping. I don't do the camping thing. I'm a city girl. All of this don't need to be up in no woods. So we can take
and whatever.
And my heels sink into the grass, so I'm not gonna do the camping thing. But yeah, we can do some short trips.
Some short,
you know,
trips,
Baltimore,
the
Washington.
fun stuff.
Yeah.
When we get overscheduled, it's gonna be because something we want to do.
Okay.
We'll talk about that for another time.
I hear Mexico calling again. Mexico. All right.
We'll come and chat with you guys again soon.
Deuces.